A car breakdown. It's the scenario we all dread, right? But honestly, very few of us are actually ready for it when it happens. So, in this explainer, we're going to turn that moment of sheer panic into a clear, totally manageable plan specifically for when your car decides to call it a day somewhere in Victoria. Just imagine this for a second. You're cruising down the Monash Freeway. Maybe you're on the Great Ocean Road. And then you hear it. That dreaded clunk or sputter. Your car just dies. It's an incredibly stressful situation that can turn a perfectly good day into a massive headache. So what on earth is your next move? You know, in that moment, when you're stranded on the side of the road, that very first call you make is absolutely crucial. Seriously, this single decision can pretty much determine how much time, money, and stress you're about to spend. So let's make sure it's the right one. Okay, so here we are at your first big decision. Do you need a tow truck to haul your car away, or can roadside assistance maybe fix the problem right then and there? It's a super common point of confusion, so let's break down the difference. Nice and simple.
Honestly, the choice is simpler than you might think. Roadside assistance is really for those on-the-spot fixes, a dead battery, a flat tire, or maybe you just ran out of fuel. Think of it like first aid for your car. But emergency towing, that's for the major stuff. We're talking engine failure, an accident, when your car absolutely needs to be taken to a workshop. That's the ambulance ride for your vehicle.
So let's say you definitely need a tow. The next big worry that pops in your head is the cost, right? It's often the biggest source of anxiety for stranded drivers. So let's pull back the curtain on what you should really expect to pay here in Victoria.
Okay, this number is your key starting point. As of August 2025, this is the regulated-based fee in Victoria for the first 8 kilometers of towing. It's set by the Essential Services Commission. But, and this is really, really crucial, it's just the beginning of the total cost.
Yeah, that base price can climb, and it can climb quickly depending on a few things. Distance is a major one, with extra costs tacked on for every kilometer. The time of day also really matters. You can expect surcharges for nights, weekends, and public holidays. And believe it or not, even your vehicle's type and condition play a role. A big SUV or a badly damaged car, that's going to cost more to tow.
All right, enough about the problems, let's talk solutions. Because knowing the costs is one thing, but actually managing them is what makes you a savvy driver. Here's how you can avoid getting a nasty surprise on that towing bill.
Here is a super simple 4-step game plan to manage your costs. First, check your insurance policy right now. A lot of them include towing or roadside assistance. Second, look into programs like RACV. They can offer some really good discounted rates. Third, and this is the big one, always ask for a quote up front. And finally, do a little homework now and save the number of a reliable local service in your phone, like today.
This quote sums it all up perfectly. Before you agree to a single thing, get a price. A transparent, trustworthy company will have no problem giving you a clear rate per kilometer and explaining any other potential charges. If they're cagey about it or can't tell you, that's a huge red flag. So you're in a really stressful situation, and you need to find a good towing service, and you need to find one fast. What should you be looking for? Well, the right choice is going to give you peace of mind, not a whole new set of problems. Think of this as your quick checklist for choosing a reliable service when you're under pressure. Are they available 24/7? Is their pricing totally transparent, with no weird hidden fees? Are they fully licensed and insured? And finally, take 30 seconds to see what their customer reviews say. A little bit of digging can tell you a whole lot about how reliable they are. You know, if there's one thing to take away from all of this, it's that preparation is your absolute best defense. A tiny bit of planning now, like just checking your insurance and saving a tow number, can literally transform a potential disaster on the roadside into a simple, manageable inconvenience. So I'll leave you with this final thought. We've covered what to do, who to call, and what to ask. But the very first step, the most important one, happens right now, before you ever need it. Is the number for your preferred towing service or roadside assistance already saved in your phone? Seriously, taking 30 seconds to do that today could save you a world of trouble tomorrow.